All right, today we're going to do some trick testing on this bull here as a requirement for state, within the state and for any bull to cross state lines in at least the western United States. All right, the equipment we need for trick testing this bull is a uterine insemination pipette, infusion pipette, and a clean sterile syringe. 10 to 20 millimeter syringes are the best. We also are going to place trick tag in this bull in his right ear and make sure he has or implant a RFID tag in the bull per the requirements of Utah and our state animal health. So we'll attach our fresh sterile syringe to our sterile pipette, which we're going to introduce into the prepuce of the bull. And prior to that, we're going to make sure that there are no long hairs or contaminated fecal material down in front of the prepuce, so we can remove that before our sample to avoid contamination and growth of unwanted organisms. Okay, so we're going to examine the prepuce here. I'm going to trim off any long hairs. This guy's pretty well trimmed up. And now we'll take our sterile insemination pipette and introduce it into the mouth of the prepuce or prepucial opening. I'm going to extend that all the way back here to the caudal aspect of the fornix of the prepuce. I'm going to apply some negative pressure to our syringe and rigorously rub that back and forth. And we're going to collect that. Okay, as you can see the smegma here in the end of our insemination rod or pipette, and this is what we're going to place down in our trick tube. So we're going to use some type of trick approved media by the state office. We're going to aspirate that up into our tube, down in a couple times to rinse to make sure all of the smegma, or at least as much as we can get out of there, make it in to our tube. And then we make sure we record both the trick tag ID number as well as his 840 RFID tag on there, his official ID tag, to make sure we correlate those two with our test results. So now that we've got the sample collected, we're going to place both of these IDs into the bull's right ear. So place this one right here where my thumb is, deep into his ear on the top with the button on the inside. And now the trick tag itself. Okay. All that remains is to culture this trick for 24 hours in the incubator and deliver it to the diagnostic lab for PCR analysis. Trick protozoa are extremely temperature sensitive to freezing and overheating, so you want to make sure that your incubator is set at 98 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius and incubate it for 24 hours. We also need to fill out the trick test form and report form. So we'll include the tube number, the animal identification, which includes both the 840 number and the trick tag, breed, age, gender, veterinarian address, owner address, and there's also a digital version of this form available from the Utah Department of Ag.